I have been teaching English as a second language in Mexico for 11 years. I have taught in universities, I've taught privately, I've taught in industry, and now I'm teaching in my own school. I have learned a lot about teaching English as a second language. I learned about the methods that are best and the limitations of the students and how the students learn and how they are prepared. What I have concluded in this period of time is that most students who come to me do not know how to write. And this is an important part of the TOEFL test. You have different ways of writing or different tasks of writing, writing to a theme, writing from your own theme, integrated writing, which could be that you listen to something, that you read something, and you write about it. So it's a very complete test, very important test, and that's why I have decided to dedicate all this time and effort into teaching students to write. What we start off with in this whole writing course is a diagnostic test. Here you can see we have the diagnostic test, and we have an explanation, answer key and explanation. This is very good if you study it and take it very seriously, because it explains where you have made mistakes, where you can find it in the book itself, so you can study those parts. It is a good test, a thorough test, but not an easy test. And when you take the diagnostic test, you should keep it and study those parts that it has designated that you have made mistakes. But you don't have to do that either, because I'm going to go through the whole test and the whole course and give you all that information. And they are important information. They're things that perhaps you did not learn. After you take the diagnostic test, then we'll go into the TOEFL writing review. And it's many parts. We start with the modifiers. As you can see, adverbs, split infinitives, dangling modifiers, adjectives, and so forth. All those lovely things that you need to know, but maybe have forgotten or never learned thoroughly and completely, but they are important for good writing. Then we go down to verbs, and we'll learn about the tenses of verbs, time clauses, the various forms of the use of verbs, conditional, past participle, and then we have exercises in each of these with answer keys with explanations. They will help you know how well you did, how well you learned, and what you need to do to restudy. Verbs and then pronouns. This is an important part of the exam, because you will be asked to associate different parts of pronouns to different where it refers back, who it refers to, what part of the reading that it refers to. It's mostly in the reading. Then we have here the basic patterns. Okay, there are definite patterns to English sentences. We do not have the versatility that maybe some other languages have, but in this sense, we've got to learn the pattern of the English, because really English cannot be understood if you don't follow the pattern. English is a logical language, it's not a conceptual language, so it definitely needs a pattern to follow the logic of the sentences. Then we go through style, such things as what voice, past voice, present voice, parallelism, wording as not having too many words in the sentences. English needs to be economic, has to be not extra word. Those need to be eliminated. Then there are certain word groups that are confused, and those will be taken up so that you'll know the difference between them, even though they sound alike, they have different meanings. We have the subject-verb agreement, parts of speech. You can see this is a pretty good part of grammar. Then there are 3 practice tests at the end where you can practice what you have learned overall. Each part has also strategy, how to be efficient in your taking the test, because all the tests are timed, and that simply means you can't waste time trying to read instructions or trying to write in some form that's not efficient. So you're given the strategies to make your writing efficient and to save you time. So what I will be doing, I will make videos of each section, actually each lesson, and I will be giving them to you at the rate of 3 a week. This might take, and I'm not sure, I have never timed this and I do not know, and the time depends on you. This might take up to 3 months to complete. But at the end of that, you should be able to write a good essay. And that's important. Good emails, good business letters, good essays. That is important for the TOEFL test, and I'm sure it's important for your advancement in your career. Until we meet again, goodbye. I'll see you in the lesson.